I read that there was on the website that Best Buddies, you have a vision to 2020, I think it is. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Well, the 2020 is just really to expand our services more and to get people to understand this population's out there and that they're a gift, and the more young people get exposed to people of difference, I think the more our society is more accepting and more caring and more loving, and more the violence that we see every single day, I think, will begin to be diminished. And I think you do that by exposing people to other human beings that are doing good and are alive and well and inspiring. So, I think that we want to add more chapters, and we want to certainly our goal is to get to 2,500 chapters around the world, and we want to really focus a lot on our jobs program and really secure thousands of new competitive jobs for people with intellectual disabilities. I think it's the big last frontier for our movement is employment. Yeah. Because it's a gigantic void when kids get out of school, whether it's 20, 21, 22, or they get out of the system. What's next? And for all of us, what's next is employment. For my children, for your children one day, it's all going to be about employment. So we really want to invest a lot of time and energy, and we are resources into trying to build our employment program. But not jobs where you're making $1 or $2 an hour, jobs where you're making $30,000, $35,000 a year, or $40,000 a year, and you're getting full benefits, and you really feel like you're one of the employees. I think when the leadership of any company sort of invests in it and believes in it and becomes passionate about it, it helps it enormously in terms of getting job openings and getting the opportunity for us to come in and meet with HR people, and having them give us the opportunity to interview and bring people in so that they will interview people with special needs in the workplace. Because I think if you get the chance to interview them and it's the right job, they are the best. And I don't just say that because I love the population or I'm interested in this cause. If you find the right job, and I believe this about anybody, if you find the right job for anybody and it really fits their passion and their skill sets, they'll be the best person at that job. A person with special needs is no different. So I think, it's hard to convince them out of the gate. The rides are a great way to do it, because I think if you get exposed through participation in our ride events and you see them giving speeches, you see them riding a bike 100 miles, you see them as competent, coordinated, well-dressed people, and nice jacket and professional, you're like, wow. I didn't realize they could give a speech. I didn't realize they could ride a bike 100 miles. I didn't realize they could sing so well. I didn't realize they could sign so well. I didn't realize they could dance so well. I didn't realize they were so sweet and, quote, normal acting. I think people, if you don't have exposure to people, you always have some hesitation and fear, and that's with anything. It's with people with disabilities, people from different ethnic groups, different cultures. I think it's always challenging for people. So I think the more that we can get CEOs to our events, the more that we get CEOs to be exposed to our population, the better chance we have of them setting out a mandate to hire people of diversity, and to include in the hiring of people of diversity people with intellectual disabilities, or special needs, as I'd prefer to say. And I think, it just takes time. It's a generational shift. But the world is a very different place, and our population is treated very differently today than they were 25 years ago, even when I started Best Buddies.